Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. With a mission to awaken and enlighten every individual, the man who travels extensively to every nook and corner of the country to spread meditation and vegetarianism to every individual, Brahmarshi Patriji is here again in open discussion to spread the pearls of wisdom. How do people handle these rights and responsibilities in the same manner?
There are two types of people, masters and non-masters. All non-masters fight for rights, whereas masters, they never fight for rights. They discharge their responsibilities.
Open discussion is a thrilling conversation into the world of unknown and untold.
The side effects of excessive meditation.
There are side effects of excessive eating, excessive speaking, excessive thinking, excessive sleeping, but not excessive meditation.
Now, it is time to brace yourself for a high-octane open discussion with Patriji.
Hello and welcome to PMC English. I'm Idris and with me is Ayushi, and this is Open Discussion, a rarest program on PMC English wherein our Grand Master Patriji will answer our questions. Ayushi, your turn to introduce this program.
Hello everyone, welcome back to PMC English. So today we'll be in an open discussion with Patriji, a man with a great prominence who is empowering the mankind with non-violence and meditation. So let's get in conversation with him.
Definitely, sir. I will start with something which is going to be myth busting. So I want to know, what are the side effects of excessive meditation?
There are side effects of excessive eating, excessive speaking, excessive thinking, excessive sleeping, but not excessive meditation.
Wonderful.
There are no side effects.
No side effects at all. So there are a lot of people who have been, they got in touch with me, they were asking me, then this question was in my mind. I was waiting for this day so that I can, just talk to you about this. So the time has come, and glad to know that there are no side effects of meditation at all.
Not only that, there are no side effects. There are abundance of main effects,
Right.
one after another.
Can you name some of them?
Yesterday, I talked about that.
Right. Yes.
There are any number of main effects in meditation, and there are no side effects. So, we recommend meditation for everything. In other things, there are side effects are there, main effects are zero. So, nothing but meditation, where one after another of main effect, the body becomes okay.
Right. Definitely.
Then the mind becomes better. Then the intellect becomes sharper.
Mm-hmm.
Then you understand and experience the soul,
Right.
one after another. And there is no end for body's health. There is no end for mental health. There is no end for emotional health. There is no end for intellectual health.
Absolutely.
There are permanent verities.
And of course, spirituality is like ocean.
Yes,
Oceans
it's an
of
ocean.
ocean.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't see the other side of the ocean.
Well, Ayushi, you had some questions now. Okay.
So Patriji, there are times when I am doing things in a very excellent manner, doing things to the fullest, but then there is a feeling that creeps in and it starts deteriorating my, that excellency. So how do we actually cope with it?
You don't have to be excellent every given moment. You have to be a little more compassionate with yourself. You must be a little more patient. It's okay not to be excellent. It is okay to have a bad mood. It is okay to have a no moon. You want always the full moon? It doesn't happen like that in life, in nature. There is alternating, full moon and no moon. Okay, after the no moon again the full moon comes. So in human psychology also, you get bad moods and good moods. Flow with them.
But it actually bothers the work culture.
It should not bother you. That's what is important. See, when somebody is with me, I talk to them. When nobody is there, am I bothered? No, I take my book and read. Or I can do meditation. Or I can listen to some music. If you are there, then I have to stop the music and listen to you. But if you go away, I listen back to my music. So, if there is a bad mood, I do something else. If there is a good mood, I do something else. Use your bad mood also to do something good. You are not feeling well, eating. You have got stomachache, you have got a bad burn. Listen to music. In normal times of good mood, you are dancing. You don't have any time for music. You are going out for a picnic. You want to meet others because you are in very good moods. But now you are having a bad mood. You don't want to meet anybody. Then listen to the music. Put on Bismillah Khan, Pandit Ravi Shankar, Bhimsen Joshi, and listen to them. Music is the best thing in terms of bad moods. So you must put your time to best use in all types of moods.
I will
You got the
surely implement
you got
that.
the headphone right.
Yeah.
You can use that, utilize
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
People don't listen to meditation. I am very sorry. Pandit Ravi Shankar is playing sitar there, but you are not listening to him. What is the point? Why are you missing him? Why are you not listening to Pandit Ravi Shankar's sitar? Okay, you are in good moods, you are happy, you are celebrating birthday, don't listen to Pandit Ravi Shankar, but you are in bad moods, you don't want to meet anybody, you are alone. Listen to Pandit Ravi Shankar. Have you ever heard Pandit Ravi Shankar sitar?
At times, very not that frequently.
Obviously, you have not heard him. You must listen to him.
Yeah.
Understand? Yes.
So moving ahead, as a lot of times you say that meditation can be done with open eyes. This is something, strange for me.
What is meditation? Absolutely no thinking.
Right, right.
That no thinking can be done with the eyes closed or eyes open also. See, my eyes are open. I am seeing you. I am not criticizing you. I am not watching your actions. I am only observing your actions. I am not passing any comments.
Right.
When I am passing comments on you in my mind, I am thinking. But I am looking at you without thinking. That is meditation.
So being thought-free is also a meditation.
Meditation is chitta vritti nirodha. The mind waves are empty. I may be opening my eyes. I may be observing the data, but I am not thinking. I am not commenting on them. I am not judging them. That judgment is very, very wrong. When you look at things without judgment, that is meditation. So there is open-eyed meditation, there is closed-eyed. Both are equally important.
Right.
The full moon is important, the no moon is important. In both times you must be in a meditative state. In the beginning, you close your eyes to get into meditation state. Afterwards, when you become perfect in getting into meditation state by closing eyes, then you start beginning meditation state in your open eyes.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing, sir. Amazing. You had some more questions, right?
Sir, generally people who are vegetarians, they are very cruel to the other animals on the other hand. So they are in a misconception that being vegetarian means being more animal compassionate. So what according to you is the right definition of being animal compassionate?
The animals are happy. Don't change them. They are not your food, that's all. Let them do whatever they want to do. Let them fly better. Let them swim in the water. Don't interfere with them. You should not put aquariums in the home. Watch the fish, no. If you want to watch the fish, go into the ocean. Go undersea diving and watch the fish. Don't put the fish in the aquarium in your house. Don't change it. I don't like it. And certainly you can't eat them. Take their lives. Horrible. I am dead against animal eaters. That is compassion for me. There is no more compassion. They are not your food, that's all. Leave them as it is in the nature. Even if you are not helping them, don't harm them. Helping is always good.
Of course.
I am more worried about harming. My struggle is against harmful people. And if you are helping animals, well and good. They are trying to save a dog or a cat, but they are killing goat and fish to eat. What kind of compassion is that? They are showing compassion on their pets, but daily they are having meat. They are eating cows and camels. And talking about compassion, animals? My goodness. Where is the compassion? It is your dining plate and the dining table that you practice compassion.
Right. Sir, one more question arises here. Like, there are a lot of people. When we try to, I mean, as you said, helping is always good, to be compassionate for animals. If we don't do anything good, then we should not harm also. So at times we try to help. Ayushi has also faced this probably in our societies, in our localities. We try to feed animals in general, dogs, cats, anything. There are people who interfere. How do we deal with them?
Example?
Like there's a dog in my society. So while coming home or going to office, I try to feed them something, some biscuit or XYZ things. And a man will come, he'll say, don't feed them. It's a housing society, it's something like this.
If they've got rules, then you have to follow those rules.
But how do we teach them animal compassion? Because they are always
They
against feeding.
Not only
animals.
feeding, there have been like instances wherein they
They've
don't.
got different rules of compassion compared to you. That's all.
Right.
They frame their own rules of compassion. They don't want a stranger to give a biscuit to their dog.
It's not about their own dog, it's like a stray. And when we try to feed them, they feel that they are dangerous. And I don't know how they can be dangerous. I have never faced such issues. As far as you know,
And
we
they
are
are very
compassionate
cruel
towards-
to them.
Yeah, at times like when it's raining, they won't let
Then
them
why
take
are you
shelter.
listening to them if you find them strange? If there is not a private situation, private dog, then it is your joy to feed anything.
So how do we deal them? How do we talk to them?
You don't talk to them, you ignore them.
Right.
Do your job. Why do you have to talk to them? You do your job. You feed the street dog with a biscuit. You don't care for what that fellow says. Why are you caring for him?
We have to ignore them, right?
Sir, generally people get confused between rights and responsibilities. So my question is that how do people handle these rights and responsibilities in the same manner, or in other words, how can they actually balance between both of them?
There are two types of people, masters and non-masters. All non-masters only fight for rights, whereas masters, they never fight for rights. They discharge their responsibilities. If you are a non-master, you will fight for your right. But if you are a master, you will ignore your rights. You will discharge your responsibility in that situation. Masters are entirely different from non-masters. They only talk about responsibility. They don't talk, they discharge their responsibilities. Whereas non-masters, they ignore their responsibilities and they only talk about their rights. Going on talking about their rights. Too much talk and doing nothing. Whereas masters, they don't talk anything, but they do everything. Difference. Talkers and doers. Talkers are non-masters, doers are masters. Talkers always talk about rights. Doers always discharge their responsibilities.
Great, amazing. So
Yeah,
there's a
some
difference,
questions.
of course, difference between a doer and a talker.
Right,
A lot of people talk, they talk a lot, but they hardly do anything. Really amazing. So moving ahead, this strange question in my mind, time traveling. What is it? And I have heard an incident wherein you've been at two places at the same time. How is it happening? I mean, what is this?
All these powers come to enlighten people. The universe gives powers to enlighten people. Enlightened people don't seek powers, but powers are given
Right.
automatically. Whichever power is required or relevant in a particular situation, that power is given to masters without their seeking. This is one of those powers.
So definitely when we try to get enlightenment, we should not seek powers, but we need to just go
You
ahead.
should always seek meditation,
Meditation.
and enlightenment. Powers will be given to you.
Okay.
That is the normal way of universe, nature. Powers are given to you according to your merit and how you use them also. And you should never use them for your personal benefit.
Right.
Even if the powers are given to you, they must be used only for the benefit of everybody else.
Yes, you had recently said it in that handwritten message. The daily handwritten message that you do, you had recently said this statement in that also. I remember that. Of course, we should know how to use the powers.
Yes, yes.
And these are not for our personal benefits, of course.
Yes,
This
yes.
is for universe.
You have read that message?
Yes.
From Kali.
Yes, right, sir.
Right.
Absolutely.
It was a wonderful message from Kali.
It's still in my head, the words
Yeah.
exactly. So now, I mean, when you repeated it, reiterated it, it has just hit me again. Amazing, sir.
Amazing message from Kali. Right.
Sir, amazing. Great.
One of the questions from my friend is that there is a universal saying that everything is predestined. So why do we keep running behind things and why do we keep working hard when everything is predestined?
Everything is predetermined and not predetermined also. Paradox. Everything is pre-planned, pre-intended, not predestined. Pre-intended, pre-planned, pre-organized, not predestined. So, destiny changes according to your current will also. Past will, current will. It keeps on changing. But everything is always pre-planned. You always pre-plan tomorrow's what you are going to do, isn't it?
Yes.
Don't you plan it?
Right.
And it always happens like that only. Actually, I am going to Siliguri. So I purchase a ticket. So I will naturally, tomorrow morning I go to the airport and catch my flight to Siliguri, West Bengal. Is it predetermined or yes or no?
Pre-planned.
But I could cancel it also. But why should I cancel it? I got commitment there. But if my mother is not well, I will cancel that program also. If my mother is not well, I would cancel it. But if things are okay, I will catch my flight. Now tell me whether it is predetermined or not.
Yeah, it is.
Same thing with any lifetime also. Tomorrow you want Idli or Puri. Which one for morning?
Puri.
Puri.
But I might change.
Same thing here also. If you want to have Puri, you will have only Puri. Why should you have Idli?
Got it.
Because Idli and Puri are always, both are available. If you want Puri, you will get only Puri. So that Puri going into your stomach, is it determined or planned or organized? What is it? Your intention. That's all.
So here, one more question just came in my head. It is about free will.
That's what I am telling you.
Yeah.
If I booked a ticket for Siliguri, but my mother is unwell, then I'll see which situation is better for me. Then I use my free will either to go with the Siliguri trip or to cancel my Siliguri trip. Suddenly everything changes. My mother says, I am okay, fine, you can go. I'll go. My mother says, no, you can't go, you have to stay with me. I will stay with her, prefer to stay with her. Depends on so many factors. And take your decision always based upon your own free will. Free will is always intact. Always intact.
Beautiful. Beautifully explained. No doubt about it. No any more doubts on it. So one more thing, like a lot of people think that certain colors are like harmful or good for them. Is it true or?
See, every subject is true. Certain gems, certain colors,
Right.
certain timings of the...
Exactly.
All these are sciences. But the supreme science is spiritual science. paradox.
Could you please elaborate it in, so that our viewers can also
See,
understand?
astrology is a science.
Right,
Horoscope is a science. Gemology is a science.
right.
Aromatherapy is a science. Color therapy is a science. Acupuncture is a science. Acupressure is everything is a science.
Right.
But meditation is the ultimate science. It's like this, you are playing chess. There's a pawn, there's a knight, there's a rook, there's a bishop, there's a queen, and there's a king.
Right.
Which is the most important fellow?
Correct.
King.
King.
Once the king is God, then the game is out.
Game's over.
All the pawns are there, bishops are there, rooks are there. But the king still is there, the bishop is out, the game is still on.
Right.
If you directly catch the king, you are able to pawns and bishops and queens. So meditation is the highest. When you are into spirituality and spiritual science and meditation, you don't have to bother about color therapy or aromatherapy or horoscope or any of these sciences.
Right. So the meditation is ultimate.
It is the king of the pieces.
Wow.
Even if you are with the queen, until you conquer the king, the game is not out.
Correct.
We want you to be king, conqueror, not a pawn conqueror, not a bishop conqueror, not a rook conqueror, not a queen conqueror in the chess game. We want you to be king conqueror. The goal is the king.
Right. Amazing.
Even if you have color therapy and aromatherapy and acupressure, if you don't have meditation, you are useless. Mighty useless. You may wear all the gems properly, according to the gemology. You may always choose colors properly, but still you are stupid because you don't have meditation. The king is still not defeated. The pawn is, you have killed the pawn, but the game is, you have to go for the king. That is the name of the game. Whether the pawn exists or not, that is not a point. Your aim is the king. Isn't it?
Right, sir.
If you cannot go to the king unless you kill the pawn, then only kill the pawn. But if you can go to the king without killing the pawn, bishop or knight, you go to them.
Right.
That's what we advise in pssm. You don't have to go for color therapy, aromatherapy, gemology, astrology, astronomy, palmistry. All these are sciences. But you don't have to go. Just close your eyes and observe your breathing.
Right.
Go from the mind to the soul. The soul is everybody's soul. Then you have achieved your king.
Ultimate.
You have won the game. Without killing the pawn,
Right.
without killing the bishop, without killing the rook, without killing the horse, knight.
The ultimate way.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing, sir.
One-
Some more questions?
Yeah. So one last thing I wanted to ask is that generally we deal with so many people around that we're doing so much good for them, but at the same time they are being so bad behind our back, and they're bitching about us, or they are just thinking so much bad about us, but at the same time we are thinking so good about them. So how do we deal with these kind of people who have double faces around?
Never speak bad about anybody. What right have you got to speak bad about anybody? You got the right only to speak good about everybody, not bad about anybody. Are you speaking bad about anybody?
No, I'm just asking for the people who actually speak bad about people.
Don't
around.
ask for people, ask for yourself.
Sure.
Don't ask for people, ask for yourself.
Charity begins from home.
Yeah. Just wanted
Right.
to give them a clarity about it.
Right. You be good.
Nobody
and of
should
course
speak
people will be
or
good.
think bad about others. Yourself or your family, nobody should speak that. That's a very, very bad habit. Very, very bad habit to talk bad about others. General principles you must take. It is wrong to eat meat. I am not pointing out any person.
Right.
I am talking about principle. It is wrong to drink alcohol. Too much. A little is okay. Too much is wrong. Too much jalebi is also wrong. Even if it is jalebi.
Correct, sir.
So, we are against principles. We are not against persons. And nobody is bad. Principles are bad. Persons are not bad. Persons are ignorant. They don't know what they are doing. And if they are amenable for teaching, then you teach them. If they are not amenable for teaching right now, they will come in next lifetime. खुदा की दुनिया में ना देर है ना अंधेर है. This is खुदा की दुनिया. So you will wait for that fellow in the next incarnation. I wait happily for people for under 1,000 years or for under lakh years. I wait. I got enough time. I am not in a hurry. I always teach people who are interested in learning, but there are people who are not interested in learning right now, but they will become interested in future time. And we are always available to them in the future. And they are always available to us in the future. The future is always there for everybody. So there is no need for any hurry or worry about anything, about any person. Be happy always. No worry, no hurry. But don't waste your time, that's all. There are the three principles. No hurry, no worry, don't waste your time. That's all.
Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you, sir.
No worry, no hurry, and don't waste your time.
Yes.
So this was our today's open discussion, and I hope you all liked this episode. And definitely, this is one of the rarest programs we do with the Grand Master Patriji, and it has been a very fruitful, very eye-opening open discussion. Definitely, I learned a lot, and definitely, I'm sure Ayushi also got some answers,
Yeah.
the questions which were in her mind, and definitely if you have more questions, you can also write us or comment. Thank you for watching PMC English, and one more thing, do like, subscribe and share this video.
And do not forget to visit our website www.pmcenglish.com. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, sir.